Collections, classics, customs, restorations. This is Crossroads Speed Shop. Some upcoming builds in the shop. On July 31st, we have the Four Horsemen Gaslands build featuring Jody Sims as our guest horseman. Then on August 31st, we have our lowrider build featuring guest horseman Charles Diecast Garage. On September 5th, I'm going to be taking part in the Diecast International Builders Wild Wastelands build. And then on October 5th, I will be taking part in the Diecast International Builders Oktoberfest build. So be sure to click the like and notification buttons so you don't miss a build. Hey, welcome back to the Crossroads Diecast Speed Shop and Free Friday and other finds. It's a little bit different than some of our usual restoration and customization episodes. This one's just some other cars that I found and also some other cars that I'm going to set free from their packages. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit to the turntable and we'll take a look and see what we got. First, we got this Matchbox. It's a Matchbox Dodge Ram. The biggest reason I picked it up was because of this this work truck bed, and so let's take it off and we'll take a look at it. I believe these are all, well, the fact that I found them in the store, I'm assuming they are all this year's cars. I like that a lot. It's just kind of a neat looking thing. Again, I don't know if I'll customize it, if I'll just use that bed. The major reason why I bought it was that bed. I like that old truck bed, that work truck bed, I should say, not old truck bed. So that's one of the ones. Another one I found was this Chevy El Camino, and this is I believe it's a 66 El Camino. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it looks pretty good. So let's put that on there. Take a look at it. And I hadn't seen any of those this year, and I actually happened to be in I think it was a Family Dollar or a Dollar General, and I saw that in there. It's kind of neat. It looks like it's got Hot Wheels 5 spokes on it. I believe it has something to do with the Fast and Furious collection, and it had to do with I think one of the other castings that came out actually had a whole big roll cage thing that was over the outside of it as well. But another truck that I found was this 57 Chevy Blazer. It's actually missing. It's not missing the top. It's without the top. The old Chevy Blazers, you could do that. You could take the tops off of it. My wife had an old Blazer. I think hers was like a 72 or something like that, and we could take or 74, and we could take the top off. It had a roll bar in it and stuff. So I thought that was kind of a really sweet casting, and kind of partial to Chevy and Ford trucks. So I saw that. I said I got to pick that one up. Another Chevy, speaking of Chevy trucks, is I got this 83 Chevy Silverado. I love this baby blue. It's really kind of a neat looking truck. So set that one over here. And it's got the white stripes and really slick looking little truck. And looks like there's a little bit of smudging on the top, so I have to clean that up a little bit. But I just thought I could put that in with my Silverado collection. Some other finds that I had was this Mercury Cyclone. It's a 69 Mercury Cyclone. And that looked pretty sweet. I like that. I like that kind of that deep red, blood red color. Looked pretty nice on that. Then I found this purple Dodge Dart with the 5 spokes. It was 5 spokes and the white stripes, and that's kind of neat. And of course, all those old Dodges had the plum crazy or that lime and the yellow and the orange tangerine or whatever it was as well. And then I also found a couple of these. A 58 Chevy Impala. And it's got the white wall wheels, and we'll put that up on the thing. One of my affections for that is my dad used to have one years ago. He had a 58 Chevy Impala. Funny story about that one was my mom had an older Ford car. My dad had an older Chevy, early 50s, I think both of them were. My mom always talks about how her Ford car was really a nice car. It was in good shape. My dad went and traded them both in to get this 58 Chevy. So anyways, it's pretty cool, and it's got the Continental thing on the back. So it's kind of a neat looking car. I also found one. May not interest a whole lot of people because this is one of those color shifters, and it was interesting because when I got it, it was white, and it happened to be because according to the back of it, it says if it's above 35 degrees Celsius, so that's probably 70, 80 degrees or so, and 90 degrees, it turns white, and then if it gets lower, it gets cold, it brings on the police livery. So that's that. I just want it because I've got quite a collection of exposed engine 57 Chevys, so I thought I would just pick that one up. I thought it just was just kind of a neat one that I found. But again, I said this is free at Friday, but also other finds as well. And so I want to share some of the other finds I have. First, we have this Hot Wheels 69 Chevy El Camino. Sometimes it's called the 68 because of certain things like this. This one is the 2002 Stars and Stripes. It has Zamac base, red spoiler, Hot Wheels 5 spokes. And they've been retooled a couple times. I was retooled in 2007, and that one came with just a tonneau cover. And I got one of those right here. That one came with a tonneau cover. And then it was retooled again in 2011 and to present. And this one comes without the spoiler. And you probably have seen these. But just thought I'd put those out there so you can see them. So I'll get the big wheel, the big engines in the back and stuff. And so those are some of the ones that were available. Also, another thing is I start looking at some cars. I found this cool looking T-Bird, 57 T-Bird, and I thought that was really. I like that, those gold lace wire wheels or whatever you want to call them, and the T-Bird has been produced since 1978 to the present, and at least in this casting and form. This is a 1999 casting, and it was part of the 50s Cruiser pack that came out, and so that's was a pretty sharp-looking car. But speaking of 57s, I got a couple other 57s that I picked up. One is this one right here, this 57 Chevy. Again, the 57 exposed engine first came out back in 1984. The first, this one I should say, is a 1993. I think that's what this one is, and it's a metal flake with dark blue. Has 57 on the side as well as ultra hot wheels. This one actually came out in 3 different styles. I think one had like 10 spokes, and another one came out with the just the normal 5-spoke wheels and stuff. But this one was pretty nice. And then one more for my exposed engine collection is this 57 Chevy, and this one came out in 2006. And it was part of the Track Aces livery, and it has white pearl paint and 10-spoke wheels. And again, there was a couple of those too. I think there was another one that just had the regular 5 spokes as well. So those are a couple that had different ones, and these are kind of unique. So I decided I'd pick these up. Another car I found to add to my collection was this 70 Roadrunner. This one debuted back in 1998. This is a 2007 because it has the taxi livery on it. It's from the Taxi Rod set. So that has the 5 spokes. All those cars that were late 60s, early 70s, besides the Tri-5s, I just got a real passion for those old muscle cars and stuff. So that was kind of neat. Again, another Hot Wheels that I found is this Ramblin' Wrecker. I'm not really positive. I'm pretty sure this one, from the looks of it and everything, this is 1975 casting. And I think the reason you can tell that is because it has the red line wheels. And also, if you look closely, right up here, it doesn't have any blue. And when they made the 1977 casting, they blocked out, because that was where Larry Woods' phone number was put on, and that was what was on there. And so they blocked it out. And then also the 1977 one came out with black wall wheels. So I'm pretty sure that this is a 1975. I plan to do a restoration on this one. I saw that it was at a really good price. I gotta pick that one up and stuff. Next cars I have are some Johnny Lightning finds that I have. I don't really collect a lot of Johnny Lightning cars, but I did a couple I found. I couldn't find out a whole lot about these Johnny Lightnings. The first one is this 1970 Dodge Charger. It's got again, just it's a really cool car. It has the opening hood, and as you can see here, it's got an opening hood, and also those are sweet chrome wheels and stuff that are on that one. Along with that, I also I saw across, and they were all together. I'm thinking they may have been a part of a Mopar pack, but this is a 69 Dodge, 69 Dodge Coronet that came out, and that's really neat. And got the bumblebee stripe on the back, and again another opening hood, and some cool wheels on that. But my favorite one, the one I saw when I first said I gotta buy this one, is this 69. I'm gonna take these two off because put this one. Is this 69? I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more if I can. This 69 Dodge Charger. It's got that candy red, beautiful paint. I mean, I'm surprised that these cars are loose and they were in such good condition as they were, but it was this candy red. Just loved it. Doesn't seem to have any flaws in the paint or any nicks or anything like that, but just really looks sweet. So I was really happy when I found that one too. Again, like I said, I like all those late 60s, early 70s muscle cars. I've owned a Charger. I owned a 68 Dodge Charger, and I probably told you about that before. But really just a sweet car, and sweet looking car. And so I had to pick that up and put that into my collection as well. Well, that's all I have for you today and for this week. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope maybe it was a little bit informative, kind of neat to see some older Hot Wheels as well as learn some other things about it. As always, God bless, and thanks for stopping by the shop.